My beloved child, draw closer, and let your heart be quiet before me. For in this stillness I speak not to the passing thoughts that flutter through your mind, but to the deepest places of your spirit where my eternal words take root and bear fruit that no season of drought can steal away, and no shadow of doubt can smother. I know the battles that have raged unseen behind your calmest smiles, the tears that have burned your pillow when the world was silent, and the weight of questions you dared not speak aloud because they felt too heavy even for prayer. I have watched as hope flickered within you like a fragile flame, fighting against the winds of disappointment. And I have heard every whisper of your heart that asked, Lord, am I truly seen? Am I truly loved? Does victory really belong to me? Child, listen. Before your first breath filled your lungs, I had already spoken victory over your life, not as a wish or a possibility, but as a decree that flows from my unchanging nature, sealed in the courts of eternity, written with the ink of my steadfast love that knows no measure. This victory does not depend upon the strength of your hands or the certainty of your plans, for I, the Lord your God, am the author and the finisher of your faith, the one who lifts the lowly and crowns them with glory not of this world. You have walked through valleys where shadows seemed endless, and you have stood upon hills where the view was hidden by mist. But through it all, my hand has never left yours, even when your faith faltered, even when your courage grew thin, even when the weariness whispered that surrender might be easier than hope. And yet, my beloved, do you not see? Even your moments of doubt and weakness could not cancel my declaration over you. I've declared your victory, a victory born not of ease, but of endurance, not of pride, but of perseverance, a triumph that will stand as a testimony to the power of my grace working in fragile human hearts. Let your soul lean into my words, for I am not a distant observer, but a loving Father who has walked every step beside you, even in the seasons where your eyes were too clouded with grief to see me. The scars you carry, the lessons etched in sorrow and joy alike, are not marks of defeat, but of battles survived and faith refined. Each scar is a silent witness that you did not walk alone, that even in the silence of unanswered prayers, my presence was a shelter around you. Child, hear me. Your victory is not postponed until the distant future. It is unfolding even now. In the quiet choices to forgive when it feels impossible, in the whispered prayers offered through tears, in the silent strength that keeps you standing when everything else says you should fall. This is the hidden work of triumph, the sacred forging of character and faith that no eye sees but mine, and in my eyes it is beautiful beyond words. I know how long you've carried the weight of unanswered questions, the ache of doors that closed without explanation, the sting of betrayal from those you trusted most. But nothing, listen to me, beloved, nothing escapes my sight. Even the moments when you felt most forgotten were seen, and each tear that fell has been gathered by me, not as tokens of pain, but as seeds that I will water in my time to bring forth a harvest of hope and restoration. Do not measure your future by the pain of your past, for I have declared your victory, and my word cannot return to me empty. Though the world may judge by appearances, I see your heart, your hidden battles, and your quiet faithfulness. And I say this to you: the suffering you have endured has not been in vain. The prayers you thought fell into silence have reached my throne, and the wounds you feared would never heal are being redeemed into testimonies that will shine with my glory. When you feel unworthy of such a promise, remember this truth: victory is not given because you have earned it, but because I have loved you from everlasting to everlasting, and my love never fails. My love does not shrink back when you doubt, nor fade when you falter. It remains constant, a fortress and a fire, a refuge and a rising sun after the longest night. You see obstacles, but I see opportunities for my power to be revealed. You see delay, but I see divine timing shaping you for something greater than you could ask or imagine. You see loss, but I see what I am making room for. New blessings, new doors, new beginnings crafted by my perfect hand. And though it may not always feel like victory from where you stand, know this: the story I am writing with your life ends not in defeat, but in redemption and glory. Lift your eyes, beloved child, beyond what surrounds you now. The voices of doubt may roar like lions, but they have no true power over you, for my declaration stands firm. I've declared your victory. Even if the enemy plots in secret, even if people speak against you, even if circumstances press you to the edge of your strength, my promise will hold, because it is grounded not in your ability, but in my eternal faithfulness. I have seen the nights when your heart cried silently, "Lord, how much longer must I wait?" And I have answered you, not always with the timing you desired, but always with the assurance that I am at work, even in ways you cannot yet see. Trust me, child. Your story is still unfolding, and every chapter, even the painful ones, is part of a larger tapestry of grace and purpose that I alone can see in its fullness. Let go of the need to understand every step before you take it, and instead hold fast to my hand, for I will guide you. When you feel weakest, remember that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. And what seems like the end may be the very moment I am preparing to reveal my greatest work in you. Beloved, your life is not ordinary. There is a divine calling upon you, a sacred destiny that no scheme of darkness can steal, because I, the Lord your God, have spoken it. The battles you face are not signs of my absence, but evidence of your significance in the unseen realm. The enemy fights hardest where my purpose is strongest, but do not be afraid. My armies are with you, and my spirit within you is greater than anything that comes against you. Guard your heart, for out of it flow the springs of life. Guard your words, for they shape your path. Speak my promises, not your fears. Declare my truth, not your doubts. Even in the quiet moments when no one is watching, let your heart remain aligned with my word, for there in the hidden places I do my deepest work. I see the dreams you've tucked away in the corners of your heart, afraid to hope again because disappointment hurt too deeply last time. But I say to you, dream again, hope again, trust again. I am breathing new life into what seemed dead, resurrecting what was buried, and bringing forth streams in the desert places of your soul. My beloved, I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you to the storms. Even now I am fighting for you in ways you cannot imagine, arranging circumstances, softening hearts, opening doors that no one can shut. And though the process may seem hidden, the fruit will be undeniable, for I have declared your victory, and my words do not fail. When the enemy taunts you, remember this: he has already been defeated. His power is an illusion, sustained only by fear and lies. But my truth is a living sword, and my love is an unbreakable shield. Stand firm, child. Stand even when you feel shaky. For victory is not about never feeling fear, but about choosing to trust me, even when fear comes knocking. You have asked for signs, and in this very word I am speaking to your spirit. This is your sign. The help you have prayed for is already on the way. The healing you have longed for is already unfolding. The breakthrough you thought impossible is already being prepared behind the veil of what you can see. Do not compare your journey to others, for the road I have chosen for you is yours alone, shaped perfectly for who I created you to be. The blessings I have prepared for you cannot be stolen by envy, cannot be delayed by the mistakes of others, and cannot be canceled by your own failures. My grace is greater still. Even those who wronged you, who doubted you, who spoke against you, they will see my hand upon your life. Not for your pride, but so they too might know that I am a God who restores what was lost, who heals what was broken, who exalts the humble and confounds the wisdom of the proud. And when they come seeking forgiveness, you will give it, not because they deserve it, but because my love has made you whole. This too is part of your victory, that your heart will remain tender even after the wounds, that your faith will remain alive even after the trials, that your love will remain generous even after betrayal. This is triumph, not in things alone, but in the unbreakable spirit I am building within you. Beloved child, there are blessings prepared for you that your mind has not yet conceived, that your heart has not yet dared to hope for, that your prayers have not yet shaped into words. Trust me, what I have prepared is greater than what you fear to lose. What lies ahead is greater than what lies behind. The storms will not last forever, and on the other side of this valley there is a sunrise of glory that I alone have ordained for you. You will look back not with bitterness, but with awe at how I turned pain into purpose, tears into testimony, and weakness into strength. So arise, child of the Most High. Shake off the ashes of disappointment, lift your eyes from the dust of defeat, and fix them on me. My love is your anchor. My word is your sword. My spirit is your guide. And my declaration over your life is final and unshakable. I've declared your victory. This is not merely hope, it is truth. Not merely comfort, it is destiny. And if you hold fast to me, not even the gates of hell can prevail against what I have spoken.